Hello, young man. I'm glad you're here to talk about something that I believe is very important, yet often overlooked. The pursuit of perfection is a mindset that can be both motivating and debilitating. As someone who has dedicated their life to justice and protecting others, I've had to confront my own perfectionism and learn to overcome it. It's a journey that has taken me to the darkest alleys of Gotham and back, but one that has ultimately made me a better hero. Growing up, I was always driven to be the best. My parents, Thomas and Martha Wayne, instilled in me a strong sense of responsibility and a desire to make a difference in the world. As I honed my skills and trained to become a crime fighter, I began to realize that my pursuit of perfection was not only driving me to be better, but also holding me back. I was so afraid of making mistakes, of not being good enough, that I would often hesitate and second-guess myself. This fear of imperfection can be paralyzing. It's a weight that can keep you up at night, wondering what could have been done differently, what could have been improved. But the truth is, perfection is an unattainable goal. It's a myth that can never be achieved, and one that can lead to burnout, anxiety, and frustration. I remember one particular night, I was out on patrol and I came across a group of thugs robbing a convenience store. I sprang into action, using my skills and gadgets to take them down. But as I was apprehending the last of the robbers, I realized that I had left one of them behind, hidden in the shadows. I had made a mistake and it could have cost me the entire operation. In that moment, I felt a sense of failure wash over me. I had let my perfectionism get the best of me, and it had almost cost me the success of the mission. But as I looked deeper, I realized that it wasn't the mistake that was the problem. It was my reaction to it. I had let my fear of imperfection hold me back, and it had almost gotten the best of me. So, I made a decision. I decided to let go of my need for perfection, to accept that mistakes are a natural part of the learning process. I began to focus on progress, not perfection. I started to see that every mistake, every failure was an opportunity to learn and grow. It wasn't easy, of course. Old habits die hard, and it took me a while to shake off the feeling that I had to be perfect all the time. But as I began to accept my imperfections, I started to see that I was capable of so much more. I was no longer held back by my fear of making mistakes, and I was able to take risks and push myself to new heights. And that, my young friend, is the key to overcoming perfectionism. It's not about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to take risks, to try new things, and to learn from your mistakes. It's about recognizing that imperfection is a natural part of the journey, and that it's okay to make mistakes. As I look back on my journey, I realized that my perfectionism was not just about me. It was about the people I was trying to protect. I was so afraid of not being good enough, of not being able to save everyone, that I was holding myself back. But as I let go of my need for perfection, I was able to connect with the people of Gotham on a deeper level. I was able to see that they too were imperfect, and that they too were struggling to overcome their own fears and doubts. And that, my friend, is the greatest lesson I've learned. That perfection is not just about achieving some idealized standard. It's about connection, empathy, and understanding. It's about recognizing that we're all in this together, and that we all have our own struggles and imperfections. So, I want to leave you with a challenge today. I want to challenge you to let go of your need for perfection, to recognize that mistakes are a natural part of the journey, and that it's okay to not be perfect all the time, to focus on progress, not perfection, and to see that every imperfection is an opportunity to learn and grow. And if you're struggling with perfectionism, I want you to know that you're not alone. I want you to know that it's okay to make mistakes, and that it's okay to not be perfect. I want you to know that you are capable of so much more than you think, and that your imperfections are what make you unique and special. As I sit here, reflecting on my journey, I'm reminded of the wise words of my mentor, Alfred Pennyworth. He once told me, "Master Bruce, the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." Those words have stayed with me to this day, and they're a reminder that it's not about being perfect. It's about being brave, resilient, and compassionate. So, my young friend, I hope you found this talk helpful. I hope you've seen that perfectionism is not just a personal struggle, but a universal one. And I hope you've realized that you have the power to overcome it, to let go of your need for perfection, and to focus on progress, not perfection. And if you feel this talk helpful, Don't forget like and subscribe. And if you want to be a more grateful person, you can donate on the Patreon account. Link on description. See you soon, friend.